If you live on the East Coast, you're probably going to have one of these. It's a dehumidifier. Basically what that does is it just pulls the water out of the air. Now I'm on a job here where I am replacing a trailer. You can see all that wood rot, all that kind of stuff. What I'm trying to do here is trying to pull the water out of the walls as much as we can before we replace the ceiling to see if we can dry up any of the walls to see if it's salvageable. And we've had this on for a little while now, and you can see it's pulling water out of the air. Whether that's out of the air or out of the walls, I don't know. For a couple days, I usually let this dehumidifier run. All right, to do a quick install, you just make sure that this lid right here, so this is your float right here, that when this pushes up, you know the water is full in here and it'll stop, it'll turn itself off. So you need to just make sure that this lid is on here, right this. And so that's kind of a cool feature. It has an auto shut off feature so that it won't, you can just leave it running, and that's what it's made for. It really is just made to keep running 24/7 and just keep going. And we've had this unit for, a couple years now. And during the summer months, you're gonna wanna keep that running as much as you can. So just plug it in and push power on. It does have a light. You can see this blue ring light. It also has a sleep timer so you can turn it off, and then a timer auto shut off. So sleep mode where it's just a little quieter. We're not doing that right now. And then you can have an 8, 16, or 24-hour timer and just let it run. So we're letting it run for a few days here and seeing how much water and moisture we can pull. And as you can see, we actually pulled a little bit, and hopefully we can pull some more. And we had a little bit of rain this morning, so we're just trying to dry this out as much as possible before we attack the rebuild. And this is our go-to, so I would recommend picking one of these up for sure.